Here's how I approach watering orchids for both plants growing in clear plastic pots as well as pots that you cannot see through. The benefit of clear plastic pots is that you can visually see when to water, and this is especially valuable for beginners. Phalaenopsis orchid roots will turn a light silvery color when they are dry, so as soon as you see this, it's time to water. For plants growing in bark like this one, I place the plant back into its ceramic decorative pot that has no holes, and then I fill it up with water right about to the top surface of the bark, and I let it soak for at least 10 to 15 minutes. I'll get into handling sphagnum moss soon. This one soaked for about half an hour, and you can see that the roots are green and hydrated. When they turn silvery in color again, it's time to water. Even if you see a little green in the roots, as long as most of the roots are silver, go ahead and water. Don't overthink it. Paralysis by analysis is crippling. Now, if you have clear plastic pots with sphagnum moss, you can still see the color of the roots as a guide to water. I wouldn't recommend soaking moss because it will absorb too much water. Just top water in your sink and allow it to drain for a few minutes. Moss tends to drain slowly, so leave it there until it's done. Now, if your orchid is growing in a pot that you can not see through, like this one, growing in moss and terracotta, you can pick it up to see if it feels lighter. But I like to feel the surface too, so if the moss feels damp still at the top, hold off on watering. I like to wait until the top is completely dry and then I'll go ahead and water. Sphagnum moss and terracotta is a great combo, but I wouldn't recommend using terracotta pots with bark because in most cases, this will dry out much too quickly and you will be watering all the time. So whatever configuration you have, remember that orchid roots like to dry out, but they don't like to stay too dry for too long. And if your orchid roots are rotting out, you're probably not giving your plant enough light. So don't blame your watering practices, blame the less than ideal growing conditions.